Yo, what's up everyone? It's Lime. Today I have a very different and special video for all of you. It's my 10,000 subscriber special, and in this video I'm going to be covering my story on YouTube and just kind of how I came to be here. And so I just wanted to acknowledge a couple things before I get started. One, if you're new here or you don't care, I recommend you just click off the video immediately because it's no purpose to you at all, or it has no purpose to you at all. And then two is I do have some random Power League gameplay in the background here, but I figured it's probably better for you to have something interesting to look at rather than, stare at a screen for 20 minutes listening to me. But anyways, I'm just going to hop right into it. January 10th, 2021, I decided to join YouTube. Now, I had been wanting a YouTube channel for quite a while now because I'd been watching YouTube for years before this, but I did start Brawl Stars on, I can't remember which day, but it was December of 2019, and that was a huge mark in my life because just starting one game of Brawl Stars was the reason for all this, and the reason for getting a YouTube channel, and the reason for getting all your guys' support throughout this, last 13 months or whatever it's been. And so anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. But going a bit back more on the storyline side of things, I started with just a couple montages because I knew I'd worked on like 3 montages or 4 montages since I think it was October or something, a few months before then. And I was super inspired by, I think it was Molly Brawl Stars before he, stopped all his trick shots and all that. And I just remembered, man, I want to be like him. So I made my first few videos, which are just those montages. And then I tried to be really active. And so it's kind of funny. And I had no idea about the YouTube algorithm or anything at this time. But I just posted 3 montages within, 20 minutes of each other, and that was interesting. So I just want to see, maybe my first few videos blow up. No, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Pretty much no one's first videos blow up. And actually that led to a series of events where I still enjoyed making my videos, but when you're starting out YouTube, especially nowadays, it was really tough a year ago, but I can only imagine what it is now. It's probably even harder. And starting out on YouTube for the first 4 months, I had absolutely nothing. I got 50 to 100 views or less per video. And it was just really tough. And eventually I got to this point where I had to make something that would blow up, otherwise I might quit YouTube. So I finally noticed this trend called cursed accounts. And this started at the start of May 2021. So after 4 months of being on YouTube, and on May 9th, I hit 100 subscribers, which was just a massive milestone because the first 100 are probably the hardest. I'd say first 1,000 are the hardest, but 100 is huge because a quarter, I believe, according to YouTube statistics, that a 25% inactive YouTube channels don't even make it to 100 subscribers. So I was really happy with that. And the very next day, I was still wanting to get a blow up video. So I decided to make one of those, just one, to try it out, of those cursed account videos. And the funny thing is I immediately noticed something. I immediately noticed, okay, why is this got 68 views in 22 minutes? Why? Why would it get that many views? That's crazy. Because at the time, in 20 minutes, if I got 10 views, I'd be happy. But 68 views in 22 minutes, I just remember that. You're probably wondering, you're weird with your memory, but when it comes to stuff like that, you don't really forget it. And so I just remember then 30 minutes in, it had 150 views, which even actually nowadays, that would be a solid amount of views in 30 minutes. So I was like, okay, well, I think I'm onto something here, and I was. So I just kind of sat there, and I remember I was busy doing some like work that night, and I just couldn't keep my eyes off of my YouTube statistics. So I did kind of stay up late that night trying to get my work done because I was so distracted. But it was a huge mark because I got so many views on that video, and I just remember waking up the next morning and it had 11,000 views. And, you know, coming from hoping I'd have 100 views on a video overnight to 11,000 views just changed how I thought about, you know, how I thought YouTube worked. And at that point, I was like, okay, well, trends really do... Well, trends are just something you need to follow if you want to keep your views up. And it doesn't matter how good your content is. You can keep chugging along with your content, and it's not really going to go anywhere if you have like 50 subscribers and you don't try something to help you. You know, you got to do something out of the ordinary, or you have to do the ordinary and find something. Like, for example, I play this game also called Clash Royale that I know probably almost all you know about at least, but probably some of you play it. And, you know, Clash Royale, there's this trend going on where you can go ahead and record like these level differences, and it's like level 1 blah 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 versus level 15 blah blah blah, and it gets like hundreds of thousands of views. But anyways, that was kind of how Brawl Stars worked with cursed accounts at that time. And so anyways, after that first video, I think got up to around 20,000 views after like a week. I had tried a couple more of those videos, but that trend died out quick. I mean, a lot of trends die out really fast. So I'm just glad I got that. So for a while, I was getting solid views compared to what I had like throughout all of the rest of May and June. I remember at the end of May, I hit 500 subscribers. And throughout June, I got some good videos too. Got, I think, a couple thousand views, or at least a few hundred views, which is good. And I was still trying to figure out what kind of content I would like to make that you guys would really like. And so I also wanted to make sure, though, because it's really hard with the YouTube algorithm to find a video that you can make, you know, with passion, or spend a hard time or just a long time on a video without, how do I say this? Without it getting like no views. So this is when I decided, for a while I was kind of, you know, on like a break, and I didn't really care for that for a while. I was still into waking up every morning and checking my YouTube analytics, but which, funny enough, I've noticed over the course of YouTube that the more subscribers you get, the less you seem to care about like gaining subscribers for some reason. It's really weird. Like, I know it makes sense, but it also, like, if I gained a subscriber like a year ago, like one subscriber in like a couple hours, even a day, I'm like, oh, let's go, I got a subscriber. But now if I get a subscriber, I'm like, okay. But either way, it's, you know, I'm sure it's something that isn't too hard to wrap your head around. But that's when I realized in July, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a voice reveal, because I wanted to do something to spice up the content. And I still to this day wonder exactly what you guys thought when you first heard my voice. You were probably, I don't know, it was probably at least not that close to what you were expecting, or not like, you know, exactly the same, because that would be really rare. But either way, I decided to introduce a new series called I Didn't Know This Was Possible. And at that time, I just did it the first time because there's this weird squeak projectile thing that I remember I was trying to take down a box. I think I just unlocked Squeak, or I had him low trophies or something, and it went through the box because it was like two boxes and they were diagonal to each other. Somehow it went exactly in between the box, and I didn't know that was possible. So I just titled that the video with no intention of trying to get a lot of views. And I just noticed, I mean, yeah, for like an hour it didn't do anything. But then like I checked it like after 2 hours and it was getting more than usual. And then by the time I went to sleep a few hours after that, like, it was really, really doing well. And I'm like, huh, well, that's interesting. I woke up the next morning, it had like 12,000 views, and I'm like, oh my God. So, I just remember, someone DM'd me, and it's like, oh my gosh, your new video got 12,000 views. And, that's when I realized, okay, well, maybe this should be something that I should try out as, a new series. And I did. I did that for like about a month, maybe a month and a half. And it really was a series that I feel like was the most successful series I've made. And I also want to use this as a bit of a time for, reminding some of you guys that might be struggling a little bit, trying to, find your spot on YouTube. Maybe have like 100 subscribers. And I do just want to remind you guys that anything is possible, and just keep going on YouTube, because you never know where you can get. You can maybe have 1 million subscribers someday, so definitely never quit YouTube. So lots of YouTubers found or tried to find at least one thing that would work for them, and get them the views that they really needed to help gain subscribers and grow more of a following. So that is what worked for me. And then there was this other guy, I think that was named that one Carl BS. And at that time, he decided to make something. Actually, I believe it was like a year before all this, but it randomly blew up like a year after he posted it. It was the last game thing, like last game to rank 30 or rank 35, something, will I make it? And you could do that with any brawler. And so a ton of people all of a sudden noticed that one video he made. The first one that he uploaded like a year ago started popping off, and I got it suggested to me, I think, at least a few times, and I think pretty much everyone on Brawl Stars YouTube did. And so several people, or probably even thousands of people, tried it, including myself, and it really did get a lot of views. And so it didn't work as well for me, but I know some people who got like hundreds of thousands of views on that. And that's just crazy. That's mind-boggling numbers, especially for not many subs. Like, either way, it just shows like these trends can really, really change up YouTube as a whole for certain games. And anyways, I'm feeling like I did fall a little off track for a second or two there. So let's just get back into it. So I did try some of those videos on like last game. It wasn't amazing, and I don't know how much I liked it, but after that, it seemed to die down, and Brawl Stars YouTube kind of went into a bit of a slum for at least a little while. And I'm just trying to figure out, and I'm still trying to figure out something that I can find and new types of content. And I'm still trying to, I'm 13 minutes in now. I'm trying to figure out what other questions I can dig in the back of my head and answer. But I know that I was inspired to just by like a few friends, or I noticed some people playing Brawl Stars around, and randomly downloading it that one time. I would have never known that I would get to where I am now. And so just also, once again, just thanks to everyone, who subbed to me or supports my channel. Like, you have no idea how much you mean to me and my channel. So, yeah, anyways, hopping back into the storyline here. Now we're in, probably October or something in 2021, and we're on the, we're almost done with the year now. And so, I noticed there are some videos like season resets and stuff that were blowing up. So I think I tried a few of those. It doesn't necessarily work. This is where I went into a phase of just a ton of trophy pushing. I remember trophy pushing was my key thing, at least for a long time, and I'm still doing it. I'm a little chill on the overall trophies at the moment. But it doesn't really mean anything. I'm still pushing a lot of rank 30s and stuff. And, rank 35 Mortis, which we'll all bring up in a little bit here, was huge because Mortis has always been, as I said earlier, like the brawler that I just loved like trick shotting with and stuff. And it was probably the key thing that also made me start YouTube was, you know, watching Brawl Stars montages. And as I've evolved on YouTube and changed my content up more and more, like I've just kind of figured out that you can't just make exactly what you want to make all the time. You gotta listen to everyone that's subscribed to you and is commenting. You know, you gotta listen to what others want. And for a little while, in the first few months of me doing YouTube, I didn't really realize that. I just kind of, you know, made like random videos and montages, and then I realized, okay, I need to fall into more of a category so people can know what to expect when I make my videos most of the time. Now, obviously, you guys probably, you know, besides me announcing it, wouldn't expect this video. It's kind of a very, very different video that is rare from me, but either way, I also, this is also when I started getting pretty busy in real life. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm always busy in real life, but I had to chill a little bit. So I believe this was when I took about a 2-week break from YouTube, and that's kind of a long time, especially for me, because I had been uploading for a long time, like just every day. So obviously, if I go 2 weeks without uploading, I'm not going to get my vid suggested that much. So I just remember checking like how my video did after 2 weeks, you know, and it was like not that good because, you know, you can't really take breaks from YouTube. You really can't. So, anyways, I hopped back on the YouTube grind and still am on that YouTube grind. You know, I haven't really taken a long break in a while. Yeah, my upload schedule is a little less frequent, like maybe once every 2 or 3 days on average compared to like every day. But, yeah, you know, it's tough. Like, it's kind of over time and I still love Brawl Stars. I still love YouTube, but over time it gets really tough to keep on going over and over and over and over and over again and keep cranking out content. So this is why I also started community posting quite a bit, because it was something I could do that was just pretty fast, and I can ask some questions, you know, keep getting more opinions from you guys, because that's also what I really want. That led me to the holidays. At least for me, I live in the US, and so I don't know if all of you celebrate like Christmas or you know, New Year, but I do. So this really led to holidays, and so I did have a little bit of time to like kind of rethink Brawl Stars. And so for about couple weeks there, I did just push really hard for like rank 35 Mortis and overall trophies. I just pushed a lot, and I tried to crank out those videos for you guys, and unfortunately a lot of those didn't do too well. But yeah, I don't really know at this point what else to say. There's just a couple more things. Let me think here. No, I've probably said like 50 times in this video, but I don't really care. I'm kind of just gunning it right now, and very, very, very little editing is going on in this video. I just kind of wanted to talk, and I guess you can also call it real talk with Lime. But anyways, coming down to this last minute here, the new year was, you know, it did work out well, and it's so far it's a lot better of a year than 2021. And yeah, 2021 was a solid year compared to 2020, but we just I think we all want it to just progressively get better. And yeah, so my YouTube journey has been quite interesting, I'd say, and I couldn't thank you guys more, because you're the reason I'm here. You're the reason I am on YouTube. And something else I'd like to discuss is streaming. Like, I'm thinking I might want to try streaming sometime, so definitely comment what you guys thought. If I could have done this better. If you want, I can maybe try a part 2 to this special, but I will see you guys. I'm happy to keep making more videos like this. If you guys want to know more about like how I came to be on YouTube, but either way, I will see you in the next video. Peace.